Okay, so continuing, Hilchas Geneva Gzela. So Sif Aleph had said that there's Isser Geneva on Goyim too. Phase. Mudavar Muad Kol Kach. If it's such a small amount of money, Shemi Shayakbar of Klal, that nobody would be makbar on it. And Li told me a Chavila, Kisam Lachtas Baishinov, to take from a bundle, like a bundle of wood, or take a little piece of wood off of it to use as a toothpick, mutter, it's mutter. Midus Chasidus, Lamanoya Gamizeh, and Midus Chasidus is to stay away from that. I mean, don't touch anybody, anything on anyone. Yeah. Gimel, afil lignoi vel das lahachser, and even if you steal with the das to give it back, el sheroy to letzarek tzas, all you're trying to do is cause him tsar, or b'derech or with a joke, gam kein osir. So this is a big problem for me. You know, sometimes like my nephews will walk and I'll take the yarmulke away for a second, and I'll look away and then put it back. It sounds like it's a problem, right? So okay,
Dalit also. And it's not just a joke.
He says derech schaik is awesome. That's what he says. I don't know, unless you tell me what else is a joke. I mean, I know there's other types of jokes. We don't have to say jokes now. I'm just saying, what else is joke? Meaning you're doing a practical joke from taking something from somebody. No, I don't know. I don't know what else. How else to say it? It is also to cheat somebody's friend, even if it's a kosher. Don't cheat your friend. What is an oishik? What's cheating there? If he has money from his friend, comes to his hand, with the rotzen of his friend, meaning his friend, let's say, invests money with him. He has money from a loan, or a rental, and he doesn't want to pay him. Or he pushes him up with late for sure, which we already discussed once before. That's usher, meaning you owe the guy money, or he invested money with you and you refuse to give it back, etc., etc., or you're draining him around. That's all usher. Okay, anybody who desires somebody else's house, or the kalim of his friend, or anything else that his friend is not interested in selling, who hirba love reim, and he basically puts a lot of friends onto him, pressures him, or he pushes him himself until he sells it to him. You're over on not to be jealous, right? Meaning you cannot, if the guy's not interested in selling something to you and you keep the pressure on him, that's a problem. And right when his heart opens up, and he starts thinking, okay, how am I going to get this? It's you're over on loy sisave. Don't have desire for your friend's things. Taiva is only in the heart. And taiva brings you to chimud. And so if you buy something from your friend that you really desired, and your friend wasn't interested in selling, you're over on two isurim, right? So basically, it comes out that the way he's saying loisachmaid is only if you actually buy it, but to think about it is loisisava.
Who's here?
Loisava. What?
Want to ride?
That's why it says two different psukim, right? Fine. So vav mitzvah to say ala goiza la'achzer segzela atzma. It's a mitzvah to say for somebody who steals to give it back. Im hi be'ena, if it's be'en, meaning he steals a guy's watch, you got to give back the watch. But loy nishtanis, and it didn't change. Shenever reisha was segzela shegozel, give back the gzela you stole. Who adin laganav, in the same thing for geneva. Be'ena yotzi techavasim and sinas damim, and you're not yotzi by giving money. Even if the owner is already meyayish, right? Because we're going to see that Yush sometimes makes it that you're going to be kainet, as strange as that is, right? But here, the kids are saying that he's not kainet, and you mechuyev to pay it back, right? Avalim avda, but if it got lost, if what you stole got lost, or it was changed with a shinoi that cannot go back to the way it was. When you took the guy's watch and you made it into cufflinks or something like that, Or you put it into a building, that there was a big loss, listar as opinion, that it's a big loss to knock down the building. Meaning the guy took an expensive not a watch, an expensive piece of wood, and he built it into the building. He's with giving money, the way it was b'shas gzela. Bim hanigzol hu b'makom acher, and if the nigzol is in another place, he does not have to send the money to its place. He has to let him know that he's going to come and he's going to pay. In Mesan nigzol, if the nigzol died, then he has to give it back to his yarshim. Fine. Zayin agoizelos arabim, somebody who steals from the rabim, going shahoyu chenveni umodad b'mida chasera. Somebody steals from the public, like he's a store owner, and he had small. His measurements were too small. Sheshakal b'mishkal chaser, or he weighed a light mishkal or or similar. Meaning it was too light. Or he was in charge of a kahal vehikal kroivav, and he was makel on his relatives, but meaning he needs to collect a certain amount of tax. So he lowered the taxes for his relatives, and he highered the taxes on others. Somebody who takes ribis from the public, chuvasei kosher, that is a very difficult thing to do tshuva from. Lefikoch yaset tzarchei rabim, therefore he has to do tzarchei rabim. Shagam and exalm Yehanamim, so that anybody that was stolen from can benefit from it. But the ones he knows for sure he stole from, he's mechuyev to give it back. And he's not yaitz with the tzarchei rabim. Meaning it only helps to do things for the public if the public, if he doesn't know who he stole from. But if he knows who he stole from, then it does not help. We already said, I think earlier in the Kitzur, maybe it was in Shari Tshuva, that this is a stopgap measure. It's not simple to be yotze this way. Ches also liknois me'aganav me'agazan es a chayfetz shegonav gazal. You are not allowed to be kaina from a ganav or a gazan. This comes up a lot. You're not allowed to buy from a ganav or a ganav as a gazan as a chayfetz shegonav gazal, the thing that he stole. Right, because then that's going to make people become crooks. And it doesn't make a difference whether he's a yid or a guy. Because the guy is also mechuyev in gneva and gzela. Afilu made nachri chaveri, even from nachri chaveri. V'hu misheva mitzvahs shenetstavu aleim, and that's when the sheva mitzvahs that is commanded on. For alvain gadol who liknus min a ganav min a gazan, and it's a big avera to buy from them. Sharei hu machzik yidei over avera, because that's being machzik over avera. Zenemar choylek a ganav soinin nafshay. Somebody who shares with a ganav hates his own nefesh. V'goyim leganav sheyignav oid, and he's going to cause the ganav to steal even more. Oid gam gnevas acheres, even more gnevas. Im lo yimtza lekeach lo yignav, and if he doesn't find somebody to buy it from, then he won't steal. And I was just telling somebody on Shabbos, he's telling me like, well, we'll go on these websites and. Meaning, well, I'm going to go on these websites even though they're not good. You were talking about the Jewish websites, and they put lashon hara and all that. I said, well, so stop going. He says, what's it going to make a difference if only me, I don't go on the website? Well, if everybody would get together and stop, so then, you vote with your feet, right? So if you stop buying from the ganav, so then you have, then maybe they won't do it. Now you have this guy in Manhattan who sells Lululemon stuff for half the price. So it's unclear exactly where that's coming from. Even though it's possible that he can take the geneva, the stolen stuff, to a place that nobody recognizes, that is not so matzui. And if the kaina is mechsraven to the good of the bailim, to give it back to him when he gives back the money, but that's only when the bailim themselves can't save it. Right, meaning if you're trying to buy it from the ganav to give it back, then it's fine. And it's also to be makabel a pekadon, right? From that looks like it was stolen. So meaning, don't somebody says to you, can you watch this for me? And it looks like it's stolen. So then it's a problem. Meaning that's also going to help the crook. Test. Even to be nene from any hana from a geneva and gazela kozman shu biyada gana gazan, when as long as it's biyada gana gazan, also it's also afilu hana muetes. Even a small amount of hana shegam balel lo hoyu makpidin ala, that even if the bailim were not makpid on it, could go in chiluf matbeis b'shavian, swapping out rings. Also b'mayis ganav or gazel, so then it's also with money that's stolen.
Get off this
B'chein likonis b'bayis gazel, and the same thing to go to a house that was stolen. B'chama b'nei achama, because you need to escape from the sun. B'chama b'nei achama, rain because of rain. Or laver b'sadik zula, but to be over in sadik zula, aser it is aser. B'lachein mishu ganav gazan mefursim. If somebody he's known to be a ganav or gazan. And that's the only job he has, is to steal. And everybody, you can just assume that his money is stolen. You cannot be nana from it. And you are not allowed to take tzedakah from him. If somebody wants to sell something, but it looks like it's stolen, going shemer peiros, shemoichem peiros and makom tznua. A shomer peiros who's selling peiros in a makom tznua. I meicher echad shesaine ezedavar batznea. Shenoise, I'm sorry, that he keeps carrying it. He's a meicher, but he keeps it in his jacket, under his jacket. Hey, you want to buy it? Lamachrei. I shomer la kaina, or he says to the kaina hatmein, hide it. Also liknois, it's also be kainin. Vafilu meisha, and even for a woman. If it seems like the wife is selling it, or to buy from a man something that seems to be his wife's jewelry, then we're afraid that he's selling it without the das of his wife. All that is usher. So basically, anything that seems to be fishy, you are not allowed to buy. Okay, we will stop there. And everybody should have a fine night. Okay, yes, I forgot to mention. This comes up with the the illegal websites and selling knockoffs that we didn't even discuss that. Can imitation stuff, or on eBay, right? And can you sell the imitation stuff? Can you not sell it? Is it Geneva? Is it not Geneva? Do you have to be chaysher that it's imitation? So I had a guy last week who asked that it seems like he bought something for very cheap from somebody. Seems like a fake, but he doesn't know for sure it's a fake. But seems like it is. Can he go sell it to somebody else now? I think he wanted to sell it on eBay. So I don't know. I wasn't sure. L'chayra. I mean, if he tells the guy it could be it's a fake, and he charges and he tells him that, so I don't see why not. But I'm not sure. All right. Have a good night and a good vach.
Sure.
All right.